welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here, and welcome to the weekend wrap-up. Now, if you're new here, you may not know what the weekend wrap-up is, and if you're a loyal watcher, you've probably heard this spiel 100 times, but we're giving it for the new people who may be joining in for the first time today. So let me tell you what the weekend wrap-up is. It's where we just take bits and pieces and clips of our week, put it into a hodgepodge of a video. You may not know, we may be in the cow pasture one minute and in church the next. So we just kind of, you never know what you're going to see from clip to clip. But then at the end, we meet over on the couch where Bryant shares the summary of his Sunday morning sermon. And let me tell you, you don't want to miss today's because it's a hot topic. It's a hard topic, but it's a much needed with some pretty powerful consequences. So anyway, meet us over on the couch. But until then, we're just going to run some clips and I'll see you over on the couch. As many of you know, we went to the farm show this week and I shared that video. We carried Judah with us, and next year we'll be carrying Levi for his time at the farm show. But we also knew that going to the farm show, Judah needed something. So before we went to the farm show, the day before, we had to stop and pick him up a little something. So let me show you that. And then I'll show you a picture of him with it. All right, guys, we have an appointment tomorrow. Not really an appointment, but a
farm field trip.
Journey, a field trip that we're going tomorrow.
That we've been planning for several weeks.
We've been planning, and Judah's getting to go, but Judah needs something in order to go. So we're going to go in here and see if we can find him what he needs in order to go on this trip we're fixing to take, or this adventure we're fixing to take. So Bryant, what does he need?
He needs a John Deere hat. He doesn't have one. He's got a couple hats, but he doesn't have a John Deere hat. I hate they don't have a green. All they do
Yeah,
is black.
we wanted a green one.
You got a green one, man? Is she making a YouTube video? All right, here's the man with the plan, Mr. Shane. He's gonna find out if I got one. You got one?
No, don't have one of kids.
Man, you don't have one. What is the deal? I reckon Blackest gonna be. So
all right,
let's get him ready to go.
Let's go. All right, so we just left the John Deere place. We have the hat.
Got him a hat.
It's not what we wanted.
It's okay.
But it's okay.
It'll work.
And so now we have to do the only thing left to do before we leave the John Deere store,
Show them what we're doing.
which is...
Here we go.
Good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday morning, and forgive me, I'm still in my pajamas, but when two little blonde-headed boys spend the night with you, and Papa tells them good night, I'll see you in the morning, and they say good night, see you in the morning, and then the last words out of their mouth was sausage casserole. Guess what Bubbles fixed for breakfast on the next morning? Sausage casserole. So it's in the oven. It's so easy. You do the crescent rolls on the bottom, or the sheets. I use the crescent sheets. And then you fry up your sausage, mix it with cream cheese, put it on the crescent roll, unroll another crescent roll on top. I do an egg wash on top, stick it in the oven for 20 minutes. And you've got something good. And look here, I got somebody joining me this morning. Hey, buddy. Hey. He woke up at 6 o'clock. I was already awake, but I was still laying in the bed. And he says, Bubbles, is it wake up time? And I said, well, no, but do you want to get up? And he said, yes. And so we got up and we came in here in the den. Bryant was already up. He had the news on. And he crawled up in my lap. Crawled up in Papa's lap. Then he crawled up in my lap. And then he says, I'm hot. And I said, well, go get over on that other couch and cover up with that blanket. It's not hot. And because mine's heated. And he laid on the couch and he went back to sleep. And so he's just now waking up. Judah has yet to wake up. So, but the sausage casserole is in the oven. I'm going to have to wake him up because he has a ball game this morning. So I'm picking up, throwing away some stuff, cleaning up my area. I got to put the eggs up. So that's what I'm doing till it's time to get him up for the day. So, all right, I'll see you with whatever we do. This is the weekend wrap up, and I'm thrilled you're here. So, all right, we'll see you in a little bit. Got Levi this morning. We just left Judah's game, and then I went and got a nail fix that I had broken. And so now we're headed in the grocery store. You know, our home away from home, right, buddy? Yeah. Yep. All right, let's find Papa. He's in here somewhere. He found his Papa. What you need sugar for, Daddy?
Well, we're out at church. And
it's for church.
I'm making tea for the meal for tomorrow for the new families. We're having We're having what's called the Next Steps Connection Meal. It's where we invite people to take their next step of commitment to becoming part of Browers Wesleyan. So we got 5 new families with that tomorrow, and so I got to make tea.
Making tea.
Right, let's roll.
And we got a sweet little boy with us.
We're done?
We're done.
Yeah. I didn't like it. That's his fault.
That's his fault. Levi, come show us what you got.
Egg. That's Batman.
It's Batman.
Batman egg.
And why did you get that? Because you've been so what?
So good.
You've been so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to sing a song.
Hey, PB, how much sugar are you putting in there?
4 cups.
4 cups. Why are you putting 4 cups in that tea? Let's tell them why.
Because that's a concentrate that we make that's got 8 tea bags. That makes
So that will end up making
3.5 gallons.
3.5 gallons of tea.
Yep.
And we make it as a concentrate and then just add water to it when we pour it up.
Yep. So, and this is for tomorrow's meal.
Tomorrow's next step meal.
Yeah, and normally we'd make 2 concentrates, but because we've got some sodas that somebody has donated, we don't need as much tea.
Yep, and I think people really love having some sodas here.
Sometimes.
They love it, so there you go. Bubbles in Papa's house is ideal
Because the front yard's
because the front yard is flat, and so it's ideal for
baseball practice.
So let me show you what's happening here. Caroline is working with Levi on the basics of t-ball. He's going to start t-ball in a few weeks. She says, what bag? And then Judah's going to be playing coach pitch. And so he's working on catching and throwing and all that kind of good stuff. There's thorns in them rose bushes, buddy.
I know.
You know. I take it you've already found them. Go.
There you go. Run second.
Stop.
Oh, you gotta stay on the bag. Oh, safe.
I got it. Now I gotta get to home.
Now you got to get to
Oh,
home.
he's still at home.
Oh, yeah.
Good stop, buddy. Good throw. Yeah, look at there. Good job. Now you're doing it, buddy.
You better go back to third. 'Cause I'm right.
Good job, Judah Bug. Oh, it popped. It bounced.
Had a good throw.
That was a very good throw. You got to get up fast, though. You got to get up and do something with it fast.
I threw it so slow.
Good job, buddy. we had to run back to town to do a few things for the meal after church tomorrow. And I've got to run by the grocery store and get a few items for, we're having the groups that like where Bryant and I meet with young men and young women, kind of discipleship, going deeper in the Lord, that type thing. They're coming, a few of them, not all of them can because some of them are out of town and have other plans, but the ones that can, they're coming to the house for a Super Bowl get together. And so I got to go to the store and get paper plates and a few items, wing sauce, so yeah, and ranch dressing, all the works. So anyway, we're headed to the grocery store after we leave here at church. He brought his gas tank, Maria. Those of you that follow my channel, you guys know who Maria is. She's going to be doing the cooking for us. Let me show you. All right, we got to clean this porch off, get everything cleaned up and spick and span. This is the porch of the fellowship hall, and he brought the gas tank. So, yep. Bryant happened to remember he did not order the cake for the Next Steps meals, and this is where we get our cakes from. We love their cakes, so we're going in here to order it, and he'll pick it up tomorrow morning before church.
Okay, guys, we're here getting the cake ordered. They're taking care of us, but while they're back there, I want to show you something. Look at those s'mores cake squares right there. Do they not look absolutely amazing? I'd love to see what's on the inside of the cake.
Hey, let me show you something else.
Is it 4 of them for $6?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I wonder how much just one of them is.
I don't know. And look, I want to know how they keep their fruit so shiny.
Oh, look at it. What
Probably a syrup or something on it.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Hey everyone, welcome to Couch Time.
Hey everybody, hope you've had a great week. We have had a phenomenal week.
It's been a busy week. So not much cooking. I did something. What did I do? It was the dressing, the creamy Italian dressing. It was so good. It was so good. But the rest of the week and probably this coming week, I'm going to be spending a lot of time with Caroline, doing some ministry work. But I am going to do some cooking this week.
She's going to cook some.
I am, because I haven't cooked at all.
She's on strike.
Like I just did the breakfast the other day for Judah. I did a sausage casserole, and that was it. So we're going to do some cooking this week. I just don't know how much, because Caroline and I are going to spend, it's her last week. She goes back to work on Friday. So we're going to do some girl stuff.
And I'm going to work like normal. So, but anyway, hey, I had a great day today at church. I dealt with the last sermon of my Reset series. It was entitled Dealing with Unforgiveness. And that is such a hot topic and a needed topic, because people harbor unforgiveness. And when you harbor unforgiveness, there's 3 things that takes place in one's life. The Bible talks about a root of bitterness that springs up from among you. And what happens so many times when that root of bitterness springs up is it creates feelings and emotions inside your life that it's hard to control and things like that. And that unforgiveness creates all those things. And so I talked about how the root determines the fruit. And what I'm talking about is, if you have the root of bitterness wailing up inside of you, then the fruit is going to be the fruit of the flesh, things that are from the flesh, and fruit from the flesh are from the enemy. But if you have the right fruit, the fruit of forgiveness, the root of forgiveness, the fruit of the Spirit will spring up, which is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, long-suffering, mercy, self-control. Those fruit of the Spirit is what will spring up. So 3 things that oftentimes are a byproduct of unforgiveness. One is the root of bitterness. People that harbor unforgiveness are bitter people. They don't get better. They keep getting bitter. Second thing is anger. Bitter people become angry people. And they get angry over simple things, small things, little bitty things, but they get angry. And they misdirect their frustration. They misdirect their anger. And all those times, they just kind of pull people in. Hey, it says there in the book of Hebrews chapter 12, verse 14 and 15, or 13 and 14, it talks about not allowing God's grace to fall short, meaning that we should always extend grace to people, even if they don't ask for it. The last thing that's a byproduct of unforgiveness is revenge. We want to get back at people. And that's not right, and it's not fair. And so today in the message, I dealt with those three byproducts, but this is what I talked about. That God's grace shouldn't fall short in your life, meaning you should be willing to offer forgiveness before people ask for it. If you're going to be like Christ, which that's what Christian means, to be like Christ, Christ offered you forgiveness before you ever asked for it. Okay? It was in preparation and ready. The only thing you had to do was ask. So as a believer of Jesus, a follower of Christ, I need to offer forgiveness to people readily available, even if they never ask for it. And what happens when I do that? It doesn't release them of what they've done. It releases me of what I hold to. And that sets me free from the prison or the darkness of unforgiveness. And so, hey, if you missed that message, go back, catch it on Browers Wesleyan Church on our Facebook page. Tomorrow after lunch, it will be on Browers Wesleyan YouTube channel. Go grab it, lean into it. It will bless your socks off.
It's also something that we all face at some point or another in our life. And we're not saying that it's easy.
Didn't say it was easy.
It's not easy. But let me tell you what makes it a little bit easier or helps with it. That is when you pray for whoever or whatever the situation. You pray. And I don't mean pray that their
Wheels
run off or all that. You know, there's a country song or something. You pray blessings for them. And I have found in my own life, it is hard to be mad at somebody that I am genuinely praying for. Now, the first few times, I have to sometimes force those prayers out, but then it just gets easier and the Holy Spirit shows up and he does a work in you. And so we do understand that it's not the easiest thing.
Life is not fair. Your feelings will get hurt. People will say things that are off the wall and they shouldn't say, but it doesn't give you the right to harbor unforgiveness.
And we also even talked about how bold the scripture is about it, that it says, if you do not forgive others, your Father in heaven will not forgive you. And
that,
that's
friends,
pretty scary.
And that is in red letters.
Yeah, that's bold. And that's how strong God feels about us harboring unforgiveness.
Yep. Hey, that's a wrap.
Yep.
Hey, but very quickly, we're talking about spiritual things and stuff like that. Leslie doesn't even know this. I found out that my friend decided that he wanted to start a prayer mat ministry. I tell you about that?
A prayer mat ministry.
Yes, but he decided to do it over those little bitty small trampolines. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. And I heard, this is what I heard today, that it was kind of a slow start. But now since he's got started, his profits are through the roof. There we go, guys. There we go. Through the roof.
Through the roof.
Boing.
He's bouncing on them trampolines.
Boing, boing, boing.
Oh,
okay, here we go.
word.
All right. Hey, glad you guys enjoyed this week. Tell them bye, Mom.
All right. We'll see you next time. Remember, if the grease is hot enough,
You can fry chicken wings.
Oh, yeah. That's what he's fixing to go
That's
do.
what I'm getting ready to do.
Super Bowl night. We got a Bible study here on Super Bowl night.
Bye, guys.
Finishing it up with Super Bowl.
Chicken wings.
Bye, y'all. I'm there for the commercials.